Hello friends, welcome, welcome. I am here just to give you a little bit more fun techie stuff. So we're going to look at SurveyMonkey because it's important that you do start surveying your clients, either your current clients or clients that are coming up. It's very, very easy to do these surveys. I want to go ahead and sign up for free. Let me choose a username. And okay, easy peasy. I'm going to save that bad boy. Okay, all we're going to do here is just build our survey. So I am in particular doing a survey on public speaking. And then all we'll do is just add some new questions. So I'm going to add a question, and then we're going to find out kind of what kinds of options we have. And I am doing these questions primarily for people that I already know. So it's going to be very, very simple. But I am going to pause it every time I want to, enter in a whole bunch of information. So we're going to add a new question. But I want to find out, I'm going to do multiple choice to start out because I think that's easier for people to answer. It's more fun and things like that. So it makes it a little bit of a quicker, easier thing for the people that are taking the survey, which you don't want to waste their time at all. Okay, here's our first question. What is your biggest fear about getting started as a speaker, as a holistic speaker? There is a difference. All right, so let's see. It gives you some ideas of different questions you can use. I guess they think that they're kind of in the same vein, but they're not in this particular instance. Okay, so I just kind of clicked off to the side there. So entering our answer choice, people are already doing it. Speaking about why would they listen to me? Okay, so that's actually a really good one that a lot of people say. People are already speaking about what I want to speak about. People are already speaking about what I want to speak about. Why would they listen to me? All right, and then we'll answer this another one. I'm afraid people won't show. Okay, so you kind of get the idea there. I'm going to fill in the rest of these and come right back. Okay, so I went ahead and filled in all of those things. Then I want to go ahead and click on allow more than one answer to this question because I want to get a kind of a good idea. If I'm really asking yes or no question, I want to make sure that they just answer one. I don't want them to have, well, yes, maybe no, that's too much. So, so we want to make sure that it is just very, very super simple for them to answer. So we've got that first question. And that is multiple choice. Now we'll just scroll down. I'm going to save that one. Save that bad boy. Perfect. And then we want to add another question. Next, we want to go ahead and add the next question. I am doing a multiple choice again. And since you've already seen me do it, I'm going to just go ahead and pause this. Also, too, if you get down to the end and you don't want any more, all you would do is hit this little X button. Okay, and like I said, I want to take out that little last one there. I want them to be able to check as many boxes as they want. They can also, if you wanted to, you can say add another answer option. I'm going to say no to that for right now just because it can get a little bit confusing. So they might say something that might be really, really cool. And you can definitely do that on the polls on Facebook as well. So I'm going to hit save on this. I'm going to add another question. Okay, and I did this one a little bit differently. I'm going to ask them to define content a little bit here. So content is easy to create and never run out of ideas. Really difficult to nail down. I feel like I could talk about so many things. I'm sure of my focus or what's content. The last one is a little bit of a joke, just to keep them on their toes. But I think that it's kind of an interesting idea. And again, you can do bunches of different types. I'm going to show you a couple of different types here. They could do a text box. You could have them do all kinds of things here that, you know, they could just enter your question and they can answer it. Let's see, star rating. So on a scale of 1 to 5, you know, how many stars do you give this particular question? That. And then let's see, a drop down is really cool. So you could have them, you would enter the question, and you can also change it from here. So if you wanted to change it back to multiple choice, you could. Drop down, I believe it's, you can add a large number of answer choices to your survey quickly by copying and pasting. No. So that would be like, if you wanted to do add answers in bulk, that would be like if you're asking a lot of you know, on a scale of 1 to 5 kind of questions where it's like 1 is not at all, 5 is absolutely all the time. But this is more of a drop down. And you could, let me see. You know what, I'm unsure about this one, so I don't want to actually do it unless I'm more certain. And you know what, I will find out and I will get back to you at some point. All right, so I'm going to change this back to multiple choice. And let me see if maybe there's an answer to a question. Provide a drop-down list of answer choices for your respondents to choose from the drop-down question when you need to ask multiple choice, single answer question, but have to save space. All right, so this basically is a multiple choice, and the way it's set up is that if you enter the answer choice when it comes up, let's do it. So I can just delete it. Save. And there we go. So we have this kind of ability to, as you can tell, just change that. You know, you see that it's just a drop down. So you can pick it from that way. And then, let's see, comment box. So here's our question, and then the comment option will show up. So it'll have it right here, and your person will be able to just write down as much as they want. So those are lots of different options there. So this question is a little bit different. Do you know your audience? And this one is like super, super clear. This one is moderately clear, and this one is no. And the reason why, and I'm actually not allowing more than one answer to this question, because it is actually a teaching question, and I thought I would just think of something they would show up. And I think that we like things, and then we try to turn our marketing into something that we would like it to be, but in actuality, what we need to do is actually find out what is it that the people need, what do they need help with, and that kind of thing. So, I might be looking for, I don't know, let me see if I spin it around this way. Okay, easy. So I am a Reiki practitioner, a master practitioner, so when I'm a teacher, and I've been that for 16 years. All right, so I can do Reiki classes with my eyes closed. Most people that have been Reiki practitioners for long enough, they can do it with their eyes closed. Is there a market for it? Maybe, but what I'm hearing is that people are way undercharging for Reiki service, number one. Number two, just because I know how to do something doesn't necessarily mean that that's the right thing for me to be doing. Now, what you could do instead, if it was something like Reiki training, you could say, let me show you how to reduce your stress and get into your natural healing ability. Right? That's different than I'm going to teach you Reiki 1 and 2. Either people know what that means, or they already have that, or they have some belief around it, or they don't understand it, or whatever. It's too mystical or what have you. But if you're able to take it from a different standpoint, then you're able to say, this isn't that big of a deal. It's just really teaching you how to get back into alignment. And that is something that you could charge a lot of money for, whereas Reiki, if people are just giving that stuff away, which is just disgraceful, but if they are, then you're not in competition with somebody like that, and instead you're actually you are in harmony with asking for what you deserve. So, when we look at this particular question, I am so clear about my audience, which that needs to be the answer to that question. I know their family situation, I know their sex, I know their age, I know their income level, I know their interests, I know where they are, I know where they hang out, because when you look at it, you're not selling to you. You were all about Reiki when you got your training, or you were all about toe readings when you got your training, or you were all about this or that when you got your training. But do people understand what it means? Maybe, maybe not. So you need to know who they are that you're actually selling to and what they're actually needing. So I thought this would be a good teaching moment. All right, I'm going to hit save on that. Cool. So when you're doing your surveys, you only want, maybe maximum 5 questions. And I think that is all the questions that I currently have. I'm going to see if I can think of another one. All right, we're going to do a comment box. If there were one thing that would help you feel confident as a speaker, what would it be? Cool. All right, so now we're going to, that's easy peasy. It's a comment box, so it's just going to come up. We're going to hit save on that, and then they'll be able to answer that. Okay, so now we are, let's see, so we're done with that layout. Okay, and we're going to go over to preview and test. So this is basically telling us nothing's going to be happening, so it'll just be kind of a way for us to test, make sure everything is working. The surveys, you could actually put tests in here. You could put all kinds of different things in here. So, helping to get clarity on membership site. I'm going to probably change that to speaker's membership site. So people can mark multiple ones. There was one that I said you can only mark one. That was okay. And then they would hit done. So this is just giving us an example of what it'll look like. That's the end of the preview. All right. So we're going to return back here. We know what it all looks like. It looks good to me. You can also go back in here and change some things if you need to. and then we would want to go ahead and hit next. I'm going to just do a web link because I'm putting it out there on the people that I said that I would just put it out there. So I'm going to just copy and paste it. So I'm just hitting Control C. You can hit copy. I could customize it if I wanted to, but I would have to upgrade. Okay. I don't care about that too much. Okay, we're going to go through a couple of these things here. Multiple responses, so that can be great if you're doing this on your tablet and you are walking around an event and you want to maybe do a little bit of market research with, you know, if you're going to a holistic fair or you're going to do something like that, you could do a quick little survey of the people that are there, you know, and you would want to be able to do it from the same device. So that is fine. Multiple responses are off because I don't need that. Response editing on until the survey is complete. So this is, you can allow people who take your survey to edit their responses while they're completing the survey. So, that, you know, that's fine. Anonymous responses, your respondents will be anonymous. And so you can even say that in your piece there. You can say, hey, you know, this is totally anonymous. You know, you would just want to get feedback. Let's say you want to get testimonials, something like that. You can say, I don't know who's coming back at me. So, you know, please, please, please be honest. And then instant results show people who complete your survey a real-time summary of the results you've collected. So none of that is really necessary. Okay, so I've copied and pasted, or copied it. So I'm going to go over to Facebook. And those people that I asked if they would be willing to have me survey them. I'm going to copy this link for Monica. The first thing I'm going to do is say, hey, here is the survey link. Thanks for the time. And then I'm just going to hit enter. And there you go. Perfect, perfect. And you want to make sure that you survey at least 5 people. That way your survey responses can be much more spread out. And so you can also see that there could be some trends. I think I did about 6 or 7 people for this one. So we'll see what kind of comes back. So let's see. I'm just going to click Analyze Results and just see if maybe we've got anything. Probably not yet. Yes, no responses yet, but that's totally okay. So you can come back here anytime you want. You can hit the refresh button. You can log out if you want to, and then log back in, and so on, and then that'll help you as well. So I hope this was helpful for you, and I hope that you have a fantastic day. Thank you so much for listening, and I'll talk to you soon.